Happy Friday. Welcome back for another Marvel United play this week. I had a lot of fun playing Heroes of the Grid last weekend. A lot of editing. That's going to be a once in a while type thing. Maybe I'll do again. There are a couple free scenarios for that with deal with Halloween. But today I went with playing Marvel United. I did. Why did I say we? It's just me. I'm doing all of this myself. Who knows? Maybe I can convince my wife to join me one of these days or get a buddy to come over. But for now, this game today, what I did was I played a Commander solo mode. My main hero I used is the X-Force Deadpool, which you can get from the Witching Hour set. He was given out as a promo, I believe, last year at conventions. Now you can get it in this Witching Hour box, which isn't available at the time of recording, but should be sometime soon. They did say it's going to be not a lot of supply, so keep an eye out. Make sure to watch their news and stuff. Uh, and then for support, which I'll go over all that stuff in the video, but for my supporting heroes, I had Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man. Really enjoy his deck. Oh, he's one of my favorites by far. Also, that PlayStation game, Miles. Oh man, I cannot wait for their next one. But then I used Iceman First Class, which you've already know my feelings on the X-Men. However, Iceman is so nice because he has the ability to freeze enemies in place or create slides to make it easy for heroes to get around the map. Didn't really use any of that in this game, but really like him. Like he's honestly my favorite out of this whole box. And then I had Professor X, which comes from the X-Men core box. Of the 4 core boxes, now keep in mind I don't have the newest one, Multiverse, because my pledge still has yet to arrive. I have a feeling I'm going to be on the November boats, which stinks because it would have been nice to help pass the time with being jobless and all. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. But this is the core box that a lot of people. Oh, Joy, cat's here. A lot of people recommend that you start with, and I have to agree 100%. It's got interesting heroes in there. The decks in there, the special abilities, they're all great. The difference between this one and season one is while they're iconic characters, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Wasp, Ant-Man, though they were still finding their feet with the system, so their decks aren't as how do I say, decked out with special abilities. I don't want to talk down on those heroes. I used them, as you saw, Ant-Man in a previous video. I still love playing them. These just offer more thematic. What did you knock over? Okay, I accept your apology. More thematic type scenarios. Since being mutants, they introduced starting hand cards, which for a lot of characters, it's their bit like Wolverine, for example. It's his healing factor. You get hurt, you heal back up. Trying to think of who else has one. I think Storm has one. I think that's it for these, but it also introduces the dual mode, as they're known in DC, or anti-hero, as they were calling them with Marvel, where you can either play as them, which are Magneto and Mystique, or fight them. And Magneto is one of the most difficult people I have fought in any core box ever, so keep that in mind. But again, I'll talk about another one here in a little bit. The next hero I used was Thor. Again, this was all randomized. I enjoy the randomization, but I also enjoy picking things I like when I want, a specific thing. And who knows, I'll do that eventually. Maybe when my multiverse pledge does come in, I'll pick the stuff I want to use to fight Thanos or something, because I do have the Infinity Gauntlet pack. I've just been waiting to do it because I have yet to beat him. So I want more options Anyway, the villain I fought is also from this box, which is Loki. Loki is real fun. I always enjoy fighting him. His strategy is distract the heroes and wear them down while the frost giants wreak havoc. Uh, so basically, he just needs to run out his master plan deck, and as you see in this video, uh, he can be either very easy to fight if you can pay attention to the overflow and not letting your people get hurt, or he can be a right pain in the butt, like hands down. I've lost to him so many times, or like very early on in the games, just pure luck of the draw. This set is really fun. Valkyrie, Korg, also really fun heroes. If you can get your hands on the Kickstarter version, it comes with Beta Ray Bill, who is one of my favorite Kickstarter exclusive box heroes. So fun. And the game mode I'm using this time is Commander Solo, which was introduced with Season 3, first available through this third core box, Spider-Geddon. Now, this is the next core I highly recommend getting because the villains in this, super unique, super awesome. I've talked about this before, but Commander Solo is so much fun, and I'll go through how to set up and the changes with it and things, and it is, like, for a dedicated solo system that they've introduced, the 3 they've done, which 2 of them are basically the same, so of the 2, this one I enjoy so much. I still think it's thematically more interesting to use more characters, but that doesn't take away from how fun it is to do this mode. And every now and then I still like to pull out the cards. I love to do it. Like I said, I'll go through all of that in the video. So, thank you again for coming back to check out my videos. I hope you enjoy these. I might be doing more of these throughout the week because they take no time at all to make, because United is such a quick game. Like, it can go, these games, I've had games end in literally 5 minutes with a terrible loss on my side, or I'd win in 10-20 minutes. I think the longest game I've ever done would be just this week. I tried the Deadpool challenge for the first time. I went 40 minutes and he kicked my ass mercilessly. And I used the randomizer again, which is, there's a great randomizer out there. Wish I could link to it, but YouTube took away my ability to do that in the years since I made a YouTube video. Sadly, maybe I'll still put it in there and you'll just have to copy and paste. But yeah, it gives you a list with Deadpool. Again, nothing to do with this video, but I just love this game, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit. When he KOs your guys, you're supposed to either ground the mini into dust so it's never usable again, or just swap out the hero for someone else. Obviously, most people are just going to swap out their hero. So I'm sure there's some sadistic people out there who will grind their minis on video. Just pop my knuckle into the microphone. Sorry about that. But and then the randomizer will give me a set of heroes to use and a list of reserve for swapping out. I went through that reserve and had to pick 2 of my own. I love the United system. I cannot wait for DC. Oh man, I cannot wait for DC. And I believe it is still up for late pledges, potentially through Halloween, maybe longer. I don't know. If you're watching this after the fact, I'm sorry. You're going to have to watch out for third parties or just get the retail boxes. That being said, I think I've rambled long enough. Let's get to the video. Alright, so this week I'm going to be doing Commander Solo mode. I really enjoy this one, I'll be honest. I don't think it's as thematic as using multiple heroes, but it's certainly fun, that's for sure. So I used randomizer again. We have Loki as our villain, and we're going to be playing as X-Force Deadpool. Now, Loki's thing, he's got no special instructions on setup, but When a hero is KO'd, Loki doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, draw another Master Plan card and add it face down in the storyline. So he's basically trying to run out the clock. His deck, he wants to empty it. Once that's done, we lose. His BAM. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Loki's location. It's not terrible. I've seen worse. Overflow, however. If one or more civilian or thug tokens cannot be added to a location, Loki gains 1 additional health and may go above his starting value. So he's going to be a pain in the ass. The locations I'm using this week, we got Golden City. You may move to any other location. So that's not bad. We got New York. You may discard 1 action token to draw 1 card. So it's kind of a heal in exchange for action. We got Valhalla. You may discard any number of cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck to draw back that many. Discarding all hand does not KO you, so you can refresh your hand. Then we got Osborne Laboratories. You may gain 1 Putsch token. We got Loom World. You may move to any other location, so just like Golden City. And then Queens. If you have 1 or 2 cards in hand, you may draw 1 card, so it helps get you back up to 3. Some reason it gave me quite a few New York-based locations. Don't know why. Randomizer. But anyway, so for Commander Solo, you pick your hero. As I said, it gave me X-Force Deadpool. Then you remove 1 double wild from that. So that's done. Then you pick 4 supporting heroes and get 3 special effect cards for each of them. They cannot be starting hand cards. So for 2 of them, that's not a problem because they're Season 1 characters. So we got 3 Thor, which is just his Mjolnir. 3 attacks against a single enemy in your location, and then a move. So that's going in there. Miles, same thing from Season 1. He's got Venom Strike, 2 attack against a single enemy in your location, and then another attack. Invisibility, you cannot take any damage until the beginning of your next turn in a heroic action, and then Web. If you are in the same location as the villain, delay the next villain turn by 1. That's nice, and it's a wild. So that's going in there. Now, the other 2 are from Season 2, which means that Season 2 is majority mutants, and they gave them a lot more special abilities. So, we'll start with Iceman First Class. We got our choice between Freeze, attach a frozen token to a villain in your location. Next villain turn, the villain cannot move, and the token is discarded, and that's a move and a punch. And the other option is Ice Slide. Place a frozen token in your location. Heroes may leave this location without performing a move at the beginning of the next turn. Discard that token. So I think I'm going to do 2 freeze and an Ice Slide. And then Professor X, he's got a ton. So, let's see if I can consolidate some of these. Alright. Mind Alteration. Turn up to 2 thugs in your location into civilians with a move. That's not bad. Telepathy. Choose another hero. They can swap any number of cards in their hand with cards in the storyline, and it's a wild. I really like that. Genius Intellect. This turn you may treat attack actions as wilds with an attack action. And then we got the same thing with Heroic. And then finally we got Leadership. Give 2 heroic tokens from the pool to another hero, and the other one give 2 attack tokens. So I'm going to go with this Leadership to do 2 heroic because Deadpool's not exactly known for being heroic, so I feel like I'm going to need that. I'm going to take this Telepathy to get, swap cards, and then I'm going to do the Genius Intellect with swapping attack into wild. So those go into our support deck, and then we shuffle that up. Oop. All right. And I'm not using any equipment, but if you were, you'd only take the equipment to the main hero you're using. Just so you know. So there's our support deck. You reveal the top 2 cards. So we got Invisibility and Freeze. And I'm going to need... Do I have... I think where are my freeze tokens? I honestly couldn't tell you. Oh, here they are. Alright. So I'll get those out just in case. Not just in case. I will more than likely use them. Alright. Special components. Yeah, okay. So, the freeze tokens. I just did that coincidentally with the rulebook. Decide what your battle budget is. The maximum possible is 2. You can go in there with 0. Now, the battle budget gets used on these things. These are extra abilities that you get to do. These are battle plan cards. And how battle plan cards work, I believe you get to do them once a turn. Alright, where is... I'm reading. I should have done this ahead of time, but it's been a while since I've done Commander Solo. I will be perfectly honest with you. Main hero is considered a hero. All effects, yada yada. Action token gains are always counted as yours. Anytime you play a card random, it has to be from the main hero's cards. Okay, all your selected battle plan cards are always in effect, interacting with the supporting hero cards as you play, as described on their text. They are never discarded, so they're just always active. So, we'll go with some of the most powerful ones, because these are 2. We got High Mobility. When you play a supporting hero card, you may move your hero to the opposite location. That'll be nice to get around the board, because Loki is pretty slick. Whenever you take damage, you may accelerate the next villain turn by 1 card to avoid discarding your last card in hand. I don't like that since he's running out the clock. Saving a Friend. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions and special effects to draw cards up to... So that's a free heal. When you play a supporting hero card at any time during your turn, you may automatically defeat 1 thug in your location. Alright. When you play a supporting hero at any time during your turn, you may automatically rescue 1 civilian in your location. That's calling for help. Then we're back to High Mobility. And then for the lower ones, we have Heroic Leaning. Each supporting hero card with any heroic at the bottom gives you an extra heroic action when you play it in storyline. I'm going to sneeze. Quick reactions. Each supporting hero card with no move at the bottom gives you 1 move action when you play it in the storyline. And well-armed, same thing with attack action. We got Power Restoration. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions and special effects to flip face up to 2 face-down hero cards in the storyline. I don't need that. Loki doesn't flip things face-down. At the end of your villain... At the end of the villain turn, you may discard 2 face-up supporting hero cards in the display to the bottom of the supporting deck and replace them with 2 top cards. So that'll help cycle out if I don't want to use the things I got. Mutual Support. Once during each of your turns, you may forfeit 1 heroic to discard 1 crisis token from either you or a location. So Loki doesn't do that, so Better Preparation. When you play a supporting hero card, you can forfeit all its actions and special effects to gain 2 wild tokens. That's nice. Now we're back to Heroic Learning. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take Better preparation and change of plan. So these are always in effect. All right. Battle plan. Treat the villain as if you're playing a 2-hero game. So for his health, he will get 3. So not terrible. So go ahead and put those tokens there. I need to figure out a way to do the layout. Like put it up here in the corner or something, their health. But I'll figure that out a different day. Alright. I do not wish to add any challenges, so... Alright. Now, how we go is, well, I'll get to that after I do all the shuffling and stuff. So, Loki's deck. So you see me doing it on camera. It's threat cards. Let's see how these are gonna mess with me. Alright. First up, illusion. Loki can't take any damage as long as he is in this location. That's fun. We have another illusion. Ooh, a frost giant. Deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. And that's got 5 health. Master Trickster. I have problems talking. If Loki takes any damage on this location, each hero in this location also takes 1. Oh, that's fun. Another Master Trickster, and I believe this is another Frost Giant. So let's get 5 more of these. Put down. That's 4. 5. All right. I'll shuffle up Deadpool's deck. And I'm using the Season 2 mat for this game because I like using it for... I love these outer edges. I'll be honest. I miss it in the Season 3. I think Season 3 has much better coloring. I also enjoy that the villain stuff is down here instead of up there. I'm more excited for the DC mat because it allows you to do the special hexagon fights in on the solo side instead of having to flip it over. Well, anyway, so villain always goes first. He moves 2 and he bams. 1, 2, he's going to bam. No one's in that location. Then the Frost Giants go. No one's in their location. Each hero alone in their location takes 1 damage. If no hero is alone, draw another master card, place face down. Well, I am alone because I'm playing solo. So, oh, I didn't draw my cards. Okay, so my starting hand. I got 2 starting cards. Improve resistant to everything. Until the beginning of your next turn, any special effects on master plan cards have no effect on Deadpool. Regenerative healing factor. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you have less than 3 cards in your hand at the end of the villain turn, draw a card. So it's healing factor. You see it on regular Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, Wolverine, most Wolverines. And that gives me a heroic action. The other one gives me a punch. And this one, oh, this one's detrimental. Totally predictable. On your next turn, you must play your hero card randomly. And that's a move and a wild. So... yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just lose that one because, yeah, why not? And then it's my turn. I draw. In solo. Okay. So the main hero has to go every turn. It doesn't specify that they go first. I normally do it that way, just to get it out of the way. So, and when you play things from here, it's just like the new team decks that came out in season 2. You don't draw a card, you just play one of these instead. So I drew Fight Through the Pain, gain 1 attack token. You may ignore 1 damage until the beginning of your next turn. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my regenerative healing factor, get that on the board immediately, and I'll play that there. I'm going to play Miles's invisibility, so I'm just going to clear this threat right there. And that'll give me a punch token. Then I draw Mjolnir. I don't really want to do that, so let's see. Oh, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to have to. I'll use this to move here. I'll rescue that. Mjolnir will do 3 damage to this frost giant. Oh, I did end my turn there, so I get another punch token. When I played Miles. No, I didn't. That's where I got the first one. What's wrong with me? Draw that back. Yep. So that's my turn. Loki goes. He's going to move 3. He's going to go over here to Queens. He's going to start throwing down some civilians. So 1 here. 2 at his location. And 1 in front. My turn. Again, I'm going to go first. Maximum firepower. 2 attack against a single target in this location, then 2 attack against a different target. So, oh, and it was the end of Loki's turn. And I'm going to use change of plan. So I'm going to put these on the bottom of my support deck and get 2 new cards. Just making sure I was supposed to be replenishing those right after playing. So, now I have Professor Xavier's Telepathy and Iceman's. And Freeze again, which... Alright. Well, here we go. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? I have 2 maximum firepowers. That's not helpful. I think I'm going to do his other starting card, Improved Resistance, so he's not going to take any damage. How does that work? Sports previous turns, consider your cards. Okay. So as long as I don't play another one, that's good until my turn, I believe is what I'm guessing. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So, I really don't want to use either one of these is the problem. Oh, well, I just played that first off. So I will punch this. And I will move over here to gain another attack token. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to play Iceman. There's nothing to freeze, but I will go back here. I will punch this Frost Giant, taking out that threat. And then I will take out this Thug. Which, why is this upside down? I'm sorry if that's been bothering you. I didn't notice. Alright, at the end of your turn, you may discard... Okay, so that gives me a full hand refresh, which I think I'm going to do, so... Alright, so we got... Oh boy, Totally Unpredictable's back. B might be in danger? I don't know. Rescue one civilian in your location, and same thing. So, it's... you know what? I'd rather have those attacks for later, quite honestly. So, yeah. Make sure I put those on the bottom in the order I wanted them to, so they come back in the order I want them to. Alright, what's my next support card? This turn you may treat punches as wilds, huh? Okay. I'll do that. So I will move, and then my punches become wild, so I will... do some heroic shit there. Yeah. No, I'm going to put one there, and then I will rescue this civilian. Alright, and the next one is another Mjolnir. Cool. Loki, move 2. He's on me. He's going to bam. So I take a damage. I'll get rid of the Totally Unpredictable again. I'm going to heal up anyway, so... Then he's going to put down some thugs. 1 behind him. 2 at his location. And 1 in front. Alright. And I'm going to do change of plan again. Because I would really like that Professor X card later on in the game. So I got Venom Strike and Leadership. Okay, I'll take those. And then I heal up because it's the end of the villain turn. And I get Fight Through the Pain. Gain 1 punch token. You may ignore 1 damage to the beginning of your next turn. Like I said, he's a punchy guy. I'm going to go... Oh, wait. I was supposed to ignore a damage because of that. Alright, well... I'll get that back, and I would have drew Fight Through the Pain anyway, so... Not that it changes much. Okay, maybe I should get my shield tokens out for when I... Are those shields? I don't know. I think they are, but I'll use them for it. I don't really care what token I'm using correctly. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, I'm going to use B might be in danger. So that'll give me move, and then 2 punches. Keep that from overflowing. Now I will play the Professor X to give me 2 heroic tokens. 'Cause I'm sure I'm going to need them. So I'm going to move. I'm going to punch this Frost Giant. I will rescue with that heroic. You know what? I'm going to use my 2 tokens that I just gained. Let's clear this location out a bit. Rescue 2 more. Then I'm going to play Miles' Venom Strike. So that gives me 2 punches in one location. So I'm going to punch the Frost Giant for 2. Then I'm going to punch him again with his regular attack action. And then I will rescue this last civilian with that heroic. I got Iceman's Ice Slide. That's not bad. That could be useful. So here we go. He's going to move 1. And he's going to throw down a bunch of thugs. 1 behind, 1 in front, and 2 out. Okay. No BAM, thankfully, so here we go. Do I want to swap these? I know the next one is going to be Mjolnir again, which I do not need yet, so... Yeah, nah, I'll keep him. So I draw. Oh, I just get his wild card. So that's nice. Alright, so I'm going to play my other B might be in danger. So I'm going to use that punch. I'm going to knock out this Frost Giant. That clears out Queens. I'm going to move. I'm going to use my rescue 1 civilian here. And then my other punch to take out this thug. Okay. What do I got? What do I got? See, I really don't want to... I'm going to have Deadpool go again. Run my deck down. Oh, boy. What I got? I got this. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to draw for Deadpool. I got totally unpredictable back. Okay. Well, it's 2 unpredictables. I'm going to play his wild card. So I'm going to use the wild here to punch. I'm going to move. I will punch. And then I will gain an attack token. Okay. It's my turn again. So I got a wild. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to play this. I will move here, web, so that delays him for 1 more turn. I get Mjolnir, and then I will take out one of these. Then I get to trash my hand if I want to. Yeah, I'm going to discard these totally unpredictables just because they're unhelpful. And yeah, that's what I figured. I got my maximum firepower back, which it's fine. Coming up on being able to damage him, so and I delayed him before turn, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Iceman. I'm going to forfeit all of its actions and special abilities to gain 2 wild tokens. Then I'm going to use the wild from Miles before I go here. And I will use the 2 punch tokens and 2 wild tokens. So I'm going to clear this illusion, which puts Loki under pressure. But then I'm also going to take out 2 thugs, which makes him vulnerable to attack. And now it is his turn. He's going to move 1. He's going to bam. Nothing happens. And then he puts down 1 there. 2 at his location. And then 1 here. Okay. So I'm going to draw